This team is ready. Yesterday, it was all 3-0s against the challenger teams, except Team War. Can Project Notorious change that?
A little bit worried about a Luca here because he actually got a team go straight off the rip, but I'm guessing, I thought there might be a restart, but I think he's okay here. Simply with the first blood, everybody just playing for a little bit of position as they go into this P1 to begin with, though. Project Notorious not going to be, you know, too bad about getting those first few points, but it's not about this first flurry. It's about holding this down, getting your rotations, and settling into the game.
For Den, this is something that I think Project Notorious can set some early tempo on, and starting off with an initial time off of P1, they're going to be looking for the rotation anew. KiSMET's the only one that has snuck past, and immediately Snoopy's going to take him down. So you lock down those back spawns, looking for that easy transition, and you're taking care of business on the front line.
Well, back and forth, this is a big break if they can make it here. The Falcons are going to have to try and find something more. 1 through couches, that's going to be huge. KiSMET has found the road and broken it open here. Notorious were getting ready to try and absorb some pressure, but already lost their tempo, exiting with 2 at the same time. And the Falcons find their feet, find their points, and they're in P2.
Inside, but they haven't broken those spawns in the back. So you're going to have a quick answer back from Project Notorious. KiSMET immediately will fall, and a teammate from Snoopy is going to shake things up. A 1v1 in the end. Xnet holds on. Devastation from Project Notorious out the gates of this den. Falcons are going to flip this lead with 22 seconds left on this hill. It's going to be looking to the rotation anew. E7, they're not going to let that go.
Well, back and forth we still go. Falcons holding good for scrap. Shouldn't be another chow for them either here. You can already see the rotation on the mini-map. And here comes the first fight. Snoopy going to go through the door with Eric Boom, but KiSMET finds him. Maluka combining beautifully. This new duo really making some waves going through here as the rest of the Falcons are locking in.
Yeah, a little bit of a shake-up out the gates, but Falcons are looking to find their footing. 8-4 start from KiSMET. He's on 4 in a row. Inside that hill, he's going to try to make a flank play, so he's going to be behind everybody. P7 Notorious, they need to break this fast when you're actually going to take care of that flank. So it's all eyes forward.
Oh, Cellium just trying to be the player they need him to be, and almost throws himself off the map here, but it's Cammy with 2. The NPC in his hand, and he looks for some more players. Wallbang coming into it. Cammy now with 3. And that's a 10-7 for Cammy. A little bit of a resurgence here coming into the P3 for Project Notorious.
And that was the big question for Cammy coming in for Beans, is what does he look like with that NPC in hand? For the Bush, he was good. He wasn't necessarily needed to be that big SMG player, but for P7 Notorious, you can see that he is looking comfortable with the NPC in hand. Project Notorious building themselves back in at the back end of that P3, but this P4 is going to be super important as they rotate early.
Now they're into it. Project Notorious do have this advantage here. KiSMET will try and get around the back. The rest of the team a little bit slow here. They're having to take their time to get through it. Johnny already picks off 1. He's looking for a second. It's going to be Cellium. Cellium better with the NPC this time. It's a good break from the Falcons if they can hold it. Cammy stands alone and does fall as the rest of the Falcons are going to be trying to pour into this point to deflect Notorious.
But you don't break the spawns in the back, though. Project Notorious going to be able to break this one if they can just get past to Luca. Luca finds 1. KiSMET helps out. It's Cellium in the hill with 2 trophies down. Still back spawns for Project Notorious as they're just down by a handful.
Difficult break though, they're waiting for it. Trey's going through. Trophy's doing an awful lot of work to deflect this pressure, and that should be a lock, stock, and 2 smoking hardpoints. As this time, the Falcons going to grab this scrap time and look towards P1.
And this is where you really need to start to step up if you're Project Notorious. You lost that P2 off the back of a team nade from Snoopy. You gotta think that this could be a different game if you were able to select yourself in that hill and set up properly. You have the less preferred spawn side for that P2 rotation. You're gonna do some work to see if you can send some players on routes.
Well, this score has got a little bit more narrow. Notorious clawing back the point. It has not been too big of a gulf between these teams so far. Exnet playing his life, waiting for it. Cellium comes to rescue him by taking down Eric Boom, and Exnet flies into the point here. I don't know if he saw that player behind him. It's going to be Snoopy, who has managed to slip the gap, and he finds a big kill up top broken. Cammy gets into it as well. They grab the spawn for P2. It's about as good as it possibly could be for Notorious.
That is fantastic. I mean, you're only down by 20, and you have those spawns over to new. KiSMET, top broken. Looking to do a little bit of damage. Teammates working through the middle of the map. And you do get that back spawn from Xnid. So in trouble will be Eric Boom. He's got a lot of work to do right now. He's being hounded by these Falcons players. Eric's going to go down. And that is going to destabilize the setup of Project Notorious. 3 dead. Johnny the only one here.
It went so it didn't. And a couple of kills here. This pinch is going to be massive, and that's a massive kill to make here from Johnny. Eric Boom finds another one into the point, and what could have been bad is beautiful in the end. And now the Falcons will have to run the roof. They've got to play it in towards couches. This will be a Luca. He's the pinch man.
Johnny on the outside, swings wide, 2-for-2 trade. A toss-up in the hill of who's going to walk out on top, and it's Cellium against Snoopy. Eric in the back spawns. He tries to quickly insert himself into the equation, but instead, it's all Falcons in the feed. XNID slides through the front. 3 players on the inside. Project Notorious not able to crack this one just yet.
They're going to get out of this. I mean, Eric Boom's going to try and get through, but they don't have the bodies. They don't have the trade position. Cammy finds one. Cammy finds 2, though. And they said, we'll still have this scrap time. You are not getting away from us now. And that spawn is out for Falcons.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-versus-2 over to New. XNID already in dojo. He finds a double kill. That's going to lock down the better side for the Falcons yet again. And this is where Falcons grew their lead quite considerably. Project Notorious going to have to break this one quickly. All 4 players up. They take 2 down.
Oh, managed to get into it. Just when it was looking a little bit bad for them. Cellium trying to play his life as long as possible. Not going to be a difficult kill that time around, but KiSMET goes into the kill feed. It's a bit of a trade here with the pinstripe. And now it's all going to be about Project Notorious. They're in here, they have the bodies, they have the potential to get points, but pressure is on.
This one's been about a 30-point game for the past 3 hills. Project Notorious just haven't been able to break this lead. So you need to see some of these multi-kills turn into time. Eric Boom, a double outside of Tin. 3 go down. You're looking to lock down the middle of the map if you're Johnny, and Snoopy's doing the heavy lifting inside of the hard point. So this is where you can cut that lead, rotate early yet again. Falcons were able to break this one quickly last time around. Can we see Project Notorious step up? KiSMET, he says no.
Simple kills like that should not be allowed to be made. KiSMET has just run through and taken all of the pressure away. As the Falcons now find themselves with a couple of toe holds in. The back is going to be secure as well. Cammy misses a gunfight. And the Falcons, who weren't here, have found everything off of KiSMET.
And look how disconnected Notorious are. 2 players going to hit that rooftop route. The other 2 looking to spearhead this one right through the middle of the map. A nade from Cellium is going to keep himself nice, high, and mighty inside this hard point. Full setup for the Falcons. Project Notorious, they need to wait for each other.
Well, here comes big pressure on the outside. Eric Boom does find 2. Goes down to XNID. XNID finds his own 2, though. Still holding, still flying. It's not going to be XNID, though. Johnny gets it, but this is all just trying to stop a leaking dam. All these points are still going to Falcons. They have the better spawn. They're close. They don't have to go through the choke points yet, and that means more points on the board.
Yeah, well, it was once a 15-point game going into this rotation. Falcons have not let Project Notorious through. Going into the 3rd set of hills on Den. It is going to be all Falcons so far. For the last 2 hills, KiSMET, first one in. You have a player working through outer. It's going to be Eric Boom trying to make that P3 route. He wins a big fight versus XNID. Cammy on the front line. He has help. And Project Notorious are in.
Cellium on a 5. Looking to try and push this one as well. Snoopy's not going to get a single kill there. 3 line up for him, but he finds nothing as KiSMET pulls off 2. Cellium grabs Cammy. And this is becoming a rout very, very quickly. The Falcons starting to stomp their authority on this map.
So how do you break yourself back in? Slow and steady. Project Notorious need to temper their pace and work together, but they haven't. It's solo chal after solo chal, and the Falcons are happy to clean it up. They can't win off this hard point. It's going to go to another P2 hill. You have the better spawns right now if you're Project Notorious, but you cannot allow any break from Falcons on this initial row.
Well, at the moment, Snoopy and Eric Boom have been a little bit quiet onto this map here. They did come alive on P3 earlier, but it's not been kind of full for them. One opportunity. 17 seconds and a break anywhere will do it.
So you hold on. Rooftop being dealt with. 3 dead again. XNID gonna have to wait patiently for the rest of the team, and it's just nothing but blue in that kill feed. Blocking the spawns in the back will be Snoopy, Cammy, the turret on the outside. Falcons just haven't been able to get across that middle line, but now everybody grouping up to the rooftops. Nobody taking extra routes. It's going to be a bang from the front.
Here comes the big push. This is where they go through as well. XNID does find 2, though. That opens the door. Cellium's coming through with his teammate, and they find nothing. 19 seconds to go onto this one. Rotation now going to be one of the key factors they look for. But the Falcons give away a lot of points onto that P2. Can they get into P3?
Yeah, I mean, this is the biggest test. You get the job done, but how do you get a successful transition when these ARs are set up? Cellium cuts you down through the mid. It's going to be a big fight for Maluka. He finds 2 and locking down the new hill. This is where you said 17 seconds. That's all they need.
This might be the very final flurry. Project Notorious on the outside. They've already lost Cammy out towards the mid. They've lost Snoopy as well. There goes Johnny. Eric Boom will find one, but sorry, mate, you're outside the hill, and that's game. And Team Falcons take map number 1. Close until it wasn't. Oh, exit. They've caught him a little bit. He's going to get out of here. Eric Boom, though, finds KiSMET. That's First Blood. Cammy finds Cellium. And now Exton is like, can I find a pick here? Bring these numbers back into the realms of possibilities. Aluka's on the first side of it. Not the position you want to be in.
Luca's going to bring one back. 3 versus 2. Project Notorious, no need to scam this advantage. Bomb is down right behind you. You have B on lock. You need to let the Falcons come to you.
Absolutely do not give them anything if you can help it. Exnid is trying to find it. Can we get a kill? Bring it back to a 2 versus 2. Oh, the timing's bad for him, and Eric Boom finds him, and there goes the second.
Set up, pick a site, hit it together. You're getting Eric Boom taking a lot of space towards Train, but you don't want to see him go down with the bomb without a player being there to trade, so he's going to back up, and it looks like this is going to be an A execute.
This is so much burnt time, though. Exnid ready, looks for one and splits his fire between 2 of them. Now finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Gives it away before him, and everybody now into the rumble as everybody gets into it at the same time. It's going to be good, though. Falcons find 2, Falcons find 4, and Falcons win the round. He's got to do it. It's always going to carry a risk. Right now, I think Notorious are kind of wondering where they're going to be here, but KiSMET, that's a big kill onto Johnny. Opens the door completely for them now onto this bomb site. And Snoopy's like, well, I've got 2 players on both sides of me. He finds one. Snoopy, that is magnificent. Cannot find the second. Cammy comes to the rescue. Finds his first. It's a pistol at dawn sort of situation. Eric Boom interrupts with the NPC. And now Cellium in a 1 versus 2. 25 seconds in a dream. Already catches Cammy. 1 versus 2. It's Cellium versus Eric Boom. And he decides to leave.
I mean, bomb's down 15 seconds, so Cellium's going to have to make a play. This is one of the hardest kills that you can get in a 1 versus 1, but Eric Boom, is he up for the task?
Out the door again, doesn't see him. Gets into the bomb just about in time now, and Eric Boom's going to test it.
Teams are playing very poised. A lot of stature coming out. Nobody giving up anything for free. So this looks like it's going to be Project Notorious making a play over to B, and Johnny just rips Exnid out of the window.
A good start, but there's no kind of trade follow-up going for it. Snoopy might have found the timing. Oh, that is unbelievable for Snoopy. And now they have the advantage over towards this bomb site. They could potentially get it down. They've got 32 seconds.
But they don't know that these 2 players are here, so, I mean, the timing couldn't have been any worse for either side. They are just 2 ships passing each other in the night. Aluka might catch the information on the cross.
Oh, they found each other. They found something. Cellium gets 2! Oh, and Notorious did so much, and they've let it go. Cammy now looking for Cellium, waiting for a teammate. And the Falcons clutch up 2 versus 3.
That is unbelievable timing. I thought that they were going to miss it outright. The player really here is going to be Johnny. He's got the M15 out. Can he find anything initially? He misses both Exnid and KiSMET, but as soon as KiSMET shows himself, he gets information on the first blood to Project Notorious. He spots out Exnid and just gives up that space.
Now they're waiting. Trying to get a good trade. They're grouping for this trade position around it. Exnid is looking for them as well, and he does grab it. Exnid still staying alive. The rest of them trying to help them out at the same time. Doesn't get his second, though. And this goes down to a 2 versus 3.
Looks like Aluka wants to make a play through the flank. He's just trying to find an angle, but again, Project Notorious just setting up a kill box. Eric Boom gets caught by Cellium. 2 versus 2. Chance for Falcons to put this bomb down. But Aluka falls, and Cammy knows that Cellium's going to be weak, so the collapse comes in, and Project Notorious with yet another defensive stand.
Holding good in that one.
One thing that we can't say is that these S&Ds have been one-sided. All day yesterday, we've had round 11, so this one is on pace.
Well, Cellium finds Johnny. Exnid trying to just stay alive here. Is a little bit weak, but does not go down quite yet. All pressure going through, though. KiSMET will find Eric Boom, and this round might be over already. Cammy tries to bring it back.
Look at Snoopy.
Oh, has he found timing? Snoopy may have found timing. Get on to Snoopy. Oh, it's the timing. He's found it as well. It's gone down to it, and Cellium now finds himself alone, but Cellium! Oh, it's wonderful shooting. He's going to be weak and trying to get out of this one. Cammy's trying to guess exactly where he's going as well. Who gets the right call here? Is it Cammy? Is it Cellium? Is it timing?
Cellium is going all the way around. If he can slip into tools, then maybe he spots it. He's got the heady and Cammy. This is not the gunfight you want to take.
Always looking for him again. I think they know where each other's going to be. Cellium will try this one. He finds it. Cammy gets the first bullet, so not here. He's already been nailed. Players jumping up at the same time. KiSMET's going for it as well. Eric Boom. They are trying to just pick him out of top red here.
Look at the fast flank coming through from Project Notorious. They've already got grannies, but this is a trap. Falcons are watching it.
Johnny's in trouble. Johnny's in a lot of trouble there. There is going to be a trade. Snoopy goes high, looks for his second. Leluca shuts it down. More players coming through. Exit puts himself into the middle of the map for some reason. Cammy finds one more. Now KiSMET in a 1 versus 2. Won't happen this time. And Project Notorious, well, they tie it up once again.
That is fantastic from Project Notorious, just playing their life top
2
red.
versus 3.
No need to jump the gun. 40 seconds still. Bomb's going to back out from B. Falcons re-clear it. KiSMET in the corner.
Oh, KiSMET. 1. Not 2, though. Traded out here. And now Aluka in a 1 versus 2. Oh, Aluka's going to find 1 as well. Everybody's just throwing kills away. And now 1 versus 1. Eric Boom versus Aluka.
Absolute frustrating round from the attacking squad. A 3 versus 2. Now down to a 1 versus 1. It's the prodigal son of the Falcons.
Aluka around towards the middle. Has no information yet. Eric Boom has not made himself known. He might get a good bit of timing depending on this one. This is coming down to it. Aluka will check his corners. Eric Boom. Where has he gone? Where's he going to be? There is a smashed window that gives him some sort of information. Aluka's looking for as well. Eric Boom had the advantage there. Takes a couple of shots. Oh, Aluka says, all right, then.
Tools, it's Cammy up top. Spots KiSMET. I think this is just a bait play. That is a full read from Notorious. They have completely given up A. They have left Johnny here alone.
Johnny finds 1 at least, but not the second onto Cellium. 3 versus 3. Time has really burnt down here. The Falcons will have to commit, and they do have numbers, but this is going to be either everything or nothing. The flank coming through. KiSMET looks at both of them as well. Says, oh my goodness, where do I shoot? Where do I go? And now with 15 seconds onto it, that A-bomb is going to go down. Advantage technically now for the Falcons, but Eric Boom finds 2, and KiSMET will now have to clutch a 1 versus 3.
This one's got weird. And Eric Boom, where do you go? What can we do? Eric may be looking for a timing, but he's got to be careful not to drop this bomb, and Cellium finds him. That's bomb down.
I mean, they didn't really make enough of a push here to pull those players away, and now it goes down to a 2 versus 2. Project Notorious.
They don't know bomb's down.
Oh, I mean, the Falcons don't, but Project Notorious obviously do. They're going to go for it. Got to get there. They really have to get there. Bomb grab, 20 seconds to go. Pushing through here, they're looking for any sort of information. X-Symbol will send that cross. 100% he's seen it. Do they get anything in there in time? No, this bomb is surely going to go down. Cellium is fighting against Cammy. He finds it. That's now a 1 versus 2 with the bomb down. Cellium is ready and poised.
It's planted for top red. Johnny just goes out. He gets the timing 1v1. And it's X-Men versus Johnny. The chow out. No respect. Project Notorious answer the call. Tie us up. And a major play from Johnny to close out. Now you have that chance to break the difference.
Now, this is a difficult man with the best of times here. This is already away as Aluka makes a massive kill. Potential quick score coming through. Cammy tries to hold, can't do it. KiSMET scores pretty quick out of the gate.
And the issue isn't really what you get out of Snoopy and Eric. It's where does Johnny kind of fit into the equation of a gridlock? Is he going to be holding that M15? Is he going to be holding onto an MPC? You think that he is?
Project Notorious will need to find a flurry of kills to hammer this one home.
Gotta get Cammy, though. He's on the flank. If he can do any damage, that's going to buy some time for the players at the front. And with Cammy taking down Xnet, here we go. Green light, Aluka. Shot in the back. There's the cleanup. There's the detonation. Tie game for Project Notorious.
Wonderful bit of teamwork. They played that one perfectly. Like an orchestra. Every instrument was in the place it needed to be. And now they're looking for the scoop here. I'm not sure this is going to go well for them. You can already see Cammy out towards the middle here. He'll look for the gunfights. He's gone down to Cellium as well. But everybody now resetting with the last 50 seconds to go and looking for positioning.
You just play for kills, spacing, whatever you can do to not allow a counter cap from the Falcons. Gridlock, not the easiest map to counter cap on, being that spawn point is just down in mid. We're just looking for these kills, and there's another break, 3 down. So opportunity here for Project Notorious with 30 seconds left to see if they can put in a second.
Looking for this is an opportunity. I mean, Snoopy would just have to go God mode here. Has an opportunity to obviously wait for that extra time, but trying to stay alive with it. He's just running. Cammy, though, finds a kill in towards mid. Snoopy now coming back towards this fight here as Cammy does get taken down. Yeah, wait for the free play. Oh, wait for the free play, wait for the free play, and then they've taken this one away!
Overtime.
And now they get the 30 seconds!
Need to stop this one. A little bit of a fumble there for Project Notorious. KiSMET still alive. He's got a Luke on the wing, and the ball goes down. Tie game. Heading into the second half of Gridlock. Falcons come out the gates.
Really any good, and that one they did score, so let's see how they go into this second half.
And, I mean, we've been putting a lot of focus on Project Notorious in terms of at least the way that they're playing for Falcons. I mean, you highlighted it, that this team has been leading in the slang, at least for a majority of that. You got Cellium 15 and 9. There's an early cap for Project Notorious.
Walks away with it. It's actually going to be a bit of an issue. Notorious are out of position.
Sometimes things just work out. The Hellstorm may have been a miscomm, but here we go. Falcons in control. You go on the aggression. KiSMET's going to find a kill. Cellium, that's 3 dead. Cellium's going to find the 4th one, and this spawn is going to be all the way to A. This is a tight game. Falcons just pulled that out of nowhere.
Oh, easy. Win all the gunfights and run it home, and you've got control. Pretty much a guaranteed score. KiSMET!
A little bit of damage, but no follow-up. Ball's going to be in the hands. It's going to be a 3-prong attack right at A.
Oh, big kill. A Luca. One more time. They're trying to pile this one through. KiSMET's like, I've got a pistol and a dream. I'm going against everybody
Team
here.
kill.
He's still allowing to get it, and, well, this is going from bad to worse. Cammy finds Exnid. Can he find any more? No! This one's going home. It's KiSMET again. 29!
33 seconds, and look at where Cellium's going to be positioned up top. He is looking to burn this clock, burn these lives, and not let this one go to overtime.
Here they go. Cellium will find it. All the kills he's going to need here. Cammy out towards the middle. He's going to go down one more time. The spawn for Project Notorious. They need a miracle. Nothing else will do now. Got to get them towards the middle. Got to grab it. They've got 7 seconds to extend the game. They're not even that close. A big fight towards the middle. And now Johnny basically has to go for the scoop. Won't get it either. And the Falcons will find it again. Overall, the Bulldogs. Project Notorious, what have you got for us? Is this a story of Cinderella? Will you go to the ball?
David versus Goliath. Where does that glass slipper fit? Hacienda loaded up. Falcons, first one's on the time. Eric trying to run some routes. Look for some spacing up top, but trades favoring Project Notorious. It takes the Falcons out of the hill. Snoopy yet again hitting a route. It's going to be watched by Cellium in the opening kills. Keeping Falcons ahead. Keeping Project Notorious away from this time.
Well, there goes 3. Cammy finds his 2. Could be an opportunity to at least start milking this hill a little bit. Eric Boom just trying to stay alive here. He knows that putting yourself in this position, while it will get points, will keep you taken out eventually. Wins a gunfight against Exnid, who goes to reach out the exact same spot. But he now out towards the back here, just trying to stay alive. He needs the regen. He knows he can't win a gunfight without it, but unfortunately picks wrong and goes down. Into this one as well. Eric Boom finds a gap.
He's going to find his way through with that kill. Big shutdown onto KiSMET. Spawns in the back. 2 players here to lock it down, and it's your subs going crazy. The Eric duo, side by side, backing each other up. Now you got the full setup for the Project Notorious. Falcons looking to bang from the front. Card bomb from KiSMET. Gets yourself in, and Exnid's not going to let it go. 4 go down. Falcons break through. Spawning all the way back towards Fireplace. He's going to give a lot of time here to Falcons.
Good break. Good positioning for this hold as well. KiSMET wobbles a bit, but gets it done into the end here. And now it'll be a case of, do you really try and throw enough bodies at this one? They've got a couple going through. It's going to be Cammy who tries to make the hero play for the time. Won't work. Cellium standing strong. And now on this rotation, it's Project Notorious.
That's going to be a good swing for Falcons heading into P3. Snoopy on the cutoff. He's got nobody in front of him. Finally going to catch KiSMET in his sights. Not able to lock down 2. And transition. This is actually a lot of damage coming out from the Falcons. So you got some pace here. Luca's going to be the first one. Does he go to 10? You get a little bit of help coming out for Project Notorious on the re-break. 3 go down. KiSMET the only one up. And he's looking to get lost.
Oh, KiSMET looking for it up the top. Does manage to find it as well. Eric Boom, though, gets his own 2 back here as this is going to be open. It's going to be Exnid who's waiting for this fight. He's going to be alone. He's not in a tradable position, but anything he can find here is magic. Doesn't find nothing. Snoopy rips him straight out. And now advantage a little bit to Project Notorious if they can hold against KiSMET, but you can't because it's KiSMET and he's on his game today. And he is just causing problems for them in every single moment. 12 and 6. It's 99 Ks. The Bulldog is roaring.
BARKIN on main. Falcons up. Project Notorious reeling back over to P4 for this rotation. Cellium in P2. He's looking for his teammates to hit mid fast. He needs some assistance. He needs the attention away from them. But Project Notorious, they need these fights. They're just not watching their lanes, and it's Exnid this time to pierce through.
Oh, Cammy finds 1 X in though. Gets his 3rd. Finally firing back into this game. Did not have a great start, but don't need to start good, need to end good. And Exnid now onto a 4 streak. He goes 7 and 7, and he's just keeping these players at bay here, keeping it down to a 1-lane purchase. The Falcons get further into the lead.
KiSMET another double kill. Aluka on the power position, working his way through. Easy cleanups now for the Falcons as their lead just continues to grow. 60 points and counting, and look at this spread that you got, Exnid. How do you read this? And what does this even do for the spawns of Project Notorious? You're just winning every single gunfight, keeping them spawning all the way to the back of lobby. They got to go up the driveway, through mid. It is just so long, these routes taken, and the Falcons, this lead has grown exponentially since the P3 rotation.
Already down to a 7 streak as well. Aluka will eventually go down to Eric Boom, but damage might be done here as everything the Falcons are doing is just running up more and more points. 2 for Cammy. Got to get into P1. They need these points, Notorious.
Yeah, they desperately need something to start going their way. Hacienda's starting to fall through your fingertips. 40 seconds off this hill, and you can see Falcons. They know they got the time. They can afford to take some routes, so a little bit of a long one to see if they can flip these spawns. Aluka already up top. He's going to lose his fight, but you got Cellium right beside you, trying to find a way in.
Cellium, there's 1. But Project Notorious now all really balances on this P1 to P2 bounce. They don't find something into this point. It could be good night. Again, Cellium up top, controlling the tempo of this game. Already got players out towards the back. Aluka will be holding it down for his team spawns. And Exnid just burns Boom out of the point.
I mean, that's such a good call from the Falcons. Play for the macro. And you got enough of a route being run by Cellium that the damage is good on the back line. Snoopy still somehow turns it around. 3 dead. Project Notorious find their way into it. You get the spawns out from fences, so Falcons should have a quick break here.
Oh, Cammy though. We'll find KiSMET before he can do any more damage. The reinforcements cut down at least one avenue for it at the same time, but there is going to be all the kills again here. The Team Falcons. 30 seconds of scrap time. It's going to put them almost 100 points ahead if they hold.
I mean, you just cannot buy yourself a setup right now if you're Project Notorious. Every single time a Falcons player just pops a 2-piece out of nowhere. This team is in form going into EWC. We saw them at Champs. That top 3, it raised some serious red flags on what the competition should be wondering about for the Falcons. And here they are versus Project Notorious, just laying the hammer down in Hacienda. Here comes a hellstorm from Aluka.
And they can just slow roll this inside, keep him off the point for as long as possible. As here comes the fight. Exnid finds 1 though. More players going down as the trades start to stack up from both. And for Notorious, they're hoping for a break. A little bit of miracle, a little bit of luck. Maybe a lottery ticket found in a bush or something, because nothing is going well for them. Exnid piles through. It's KiSMET in the kill feed one more time. And they are in.
Falcons are cashing checks and breaking mechs right now. Inside the hill, nearly 100-point lead now on the Hasi. Desperately trying to field themselves a break. Eric Boom around the outside of fences. Damage to the wall from Aluka. He's just playing his life. Hops in for the contest. Don't give anything for free. Force out Project Notorious. Make them take these fights. Make them pull it from you.
I'm trying to stay alive here. Knows he's lost his teammates. Knows he needs to get on this rotation, but this has been the story of it. It's basically Operation Get Cammy some help, to be honest with you. Project Notorious just not really firing on all cylinders as the Bulldog chews down on the bones of Project Notorious, showing his worth as a new player in this team as well, as it's close to lethal range for the Falcons.
Cellium all the way around, has some help. Back onto the front, Exnid with the MPC, double kill again. 197 and counting, 40 seconds. That puts you in about 10 seconds from putting this game away. So if you get the rest of this time, Project Notorious, they are going to be fielding themselves a matchup versus the Surge very quickly.
Oh, well, that swim didn't go well. And for Notorious, I suppose you can say they didn't get 100-point clubs, and that's probably one of the biggest highlights you can have onto this one. This has been a bit of a battery. Cellium checking for any little fishes down into the water as we look for our next set of rotations, but unless somebody disconnects, I don't see the comeback for Project Notorious.
And as we get that last rotation, last set of hills here, you feel 20 seconds is all the Falcons need. It would be a 150-point swing if Project Notorious can accomplish a comeback like this, and it would shatter the walls of EWC if that happened.
Cellium's on a 5 spree. I was going to say it's not likely. Subi finds 2, though. Trying to jump back into this point. We would need 3 perfect bounces just to bring this game back into contest. P1 not being gone yet, as both teams still looking for that positioning around. KiSMET looking for another kill. Eric Boom will take him. And the Falcons are finding the points onto P1 here, but I don't know. I've sold the dream before. I've sold the massive comebacks. This would have to be generational.
15 seconds. You can still win here. Exnid doesn't really want to hop on. He's just looking to keep the kills in favor of Falcons, but 4 go down. You're going to have the rotation. You'll have the bodies there. All 4 players alive. Snoopy, he does not want to die on the exit here and give even the chance of a spawn out. 2:39. It's only 11 seconds, and here comes the Hellstorm from KiSMET.
Information. That's all this will get. Everybody's inside. Here comes the call to Falcons. Right, this is where they are. This is where you can pinch, and this is what is open. Make a move and let's get it. And KiSMET threads a needle, finds Eric Boom already. That's the first domino. Now the rest of the team come in. Cellium, that's the second domino. KiSMET is going to go up the stairs, finds another one with Exnid, and now they're into the point, and Cellium will grab the last, and it's Project Notorious on the outside. 5 seconds to go. It's a headbutt opportunity, but it is against them, and Falcons find their series here at EWC.
Falcons crowd in full form. Celebratory cheers for the Falcons showing up in their first match of EWC on the road to conquer yet another championship title. This organization is rising at just the right time of the year. The best Falcons roster we've had in the CDL, and they're looking poised